Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Eclectic Knitter Podcast. I had to think about that for a second again, as usual. My name is Raylene, aka Come On and Knits on Ravelry at Instagram. You can find show notes for this episode, as always, on the blog at theeclecticknitter.com. Episodes are posted to YouTube and iTunes, and they're found on the blog if you prefer. It is October 1st, and it is 1:21 in the afternoon, Mountain Standard still. It's a Sunday. It's the first day of October. It's cool outside. It's been like plus 20 to 25 the last couple days, so it's just been really warm in my apartment. But yeah, maybe it's now going to cool down. Maybe. We can hope, right? So this episode will have finished objects, knitted finished objects, knitted works in progress, spinning works in progress. I'm going to talk about swatching a little bit more because I had to re-swatch. So that'll kind of be at the end of the show. I'm going to turn my phone on silent, or make sure it's on silent, because nobody wants that. Mostly because my text message notification is the fire siren of the minions from Despicable Me. Now, I admitted that, but you don't have to hear it, so it's all good. So the first thing, I have a finished object, and this is, I'm excited that I finished it, plus it's blocked. So I finished my bounce blanket. This is for my nephew-to-be. This is a quarter of it. So this is how wide it turned out. And it's incredibly long. And it just kind of keeps going and going. There we go. That's the end. So it is a very good sized blanket. It turned out bigger than I anticipated, especially after blocking. As I've talked about before, I originally cast on more stitches than what the largest size called for. I wanted to use up as much of this palette as possible. This was made using Tanis Fiber Arts in one of her it's her Pure Wash DK Weight in a palette, which is the stripy colors, and then, hi Cyrus, and then natural for the in-between. He got super excited when I started getting ready and thought we were going outside. I don't know where he got that idea from. Okay, now you're right there. Yeah? What are you doing? We're not going anywhere. No, we're not. Well, I'm sorry, but we're not. Yeah, you sniff all the things. And you get out of the way. Thank you. How may I help you? I know you want something. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. But Mommy's recording right now, so you have to, Anyway. So the palette is 8 half skeins of DK weight yarn, and I used 1.6 of the natural. I cast on 189 stitches total. It's in my project notes. And I was originally going to do 4 repeats of the colors. This is only 3 repeats of the colors, because once I got done the 3rd repeat of this color right here, which is Peacock, I only had like a wee tiny little bit left. So I would not have had enough. All the others I have enough to do another repeat, but this Peacock I don't. So I don't know if it was short. I didn't weigh the skeins, and she doesn't actually give a weight on the packaging for the pallets. It's just yardage. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but this is more than big enough. So I'm very happy with it. It turned out very nice. And it's actually a really nice lap blanket size for me on the couch once it's blocked. So I'm thinking I have a bunch more. I think I have 2 more of the palette sets, and I'm thinking of just knitting one for myself. So this was the Hummingbird palette set. So this speckle right here is Hummingbird. And then the rest just kind of work with it. This is Frost, this is Sea Breeze, this is Peacock, That's gold. That's Chris Gray. That's Ravine, and that's Cosmic Night. Those are all available on her regular. Those are her regular colorways that are available. Hummingbird is not, though. Speckles are not always available on her site. Anyway, so that's finished. Super pumped about that. Really liked the pattern. It was not a difficult knit. I busted my butt to get the last half of the last repeats of the last 4 colors done yesterday. Second thing is, I guess we're moving on to whips because nothing else is done. I have a hoe. These are my Spicewood socks for my mom. This is out of Tosh Merino Light. No, not Tosh Merino Light, Tosh Twist Light in the Spicewood colorway, which is a discontinued colorway now. I did a Fish Lips Kiss heel. Just a plain vanilla sock. I have not cast on the second sock. So those are going. I have something in my eye. The next thing is another pair of vanilla socks. This time I brought the full one. So this is the Peace and Love colorway from Knitterly Things, Vesper Glitterati sock. This has glitter in it. Come on, focus here. Focus, please. I don't know. There we go. So yeah, I have the first sock done, and I am this far into the second sock. I did not make sure that the colors start at the same spot. This one starts at green, this one starts at gray. I don't usually for self-striping. I'm not super concerned about it matching, at least not matching each other. I mean, it does match each other. So I don't feel like a stripe being a couple stripes off in the sequence is a big deal. It's not for me, at least. Don't have the energy to worry about it. The second or the third whip is a new cast on in a Fat Squirrel fiber bag. So as soon as I finished the blanket and got it blocking on the floor behind me, I cast on. I've been wanting to do a pie shawl for my mom for her birthday. Her birthday is December 1st. So this is a Woolmiza lace garn Weird Different blue. It is kind of a denim-y, cornflowery kind of blue. Realized after I started that I started pulling from the middle because that's kind of my go-to, and because it's lace weight I probably should have pulled from the outside, but whatever. So I am doing the Leaves of Grass pie shawl by Jared Flood, and that was the wrong side because that's the purl side. I'm on row 20 of chart A, so you can kind of see the first set of leaves is finished. I want to work on this more. I'm probably going to work on this the rest of the day today. It uses a circular cast on for the center so that you can tug it tight, which worked out well. I've done that kind of pinhole type cast on before because I did a Vivid Blanket by Tin Can Knits. And this is on, I think these are US size 6 needles. That's what's called for in the pattern. I've not knit with lace garn before, but it feels like it has the same kind of feel to it as their twin or pure sock weight. So it could end up being a little splitty, but I'm using pretty sharp. I'm using my interchangeable Hiya sharps. So right now I'm just magic looping it. I don't like DPNs, and I don't have DPNs in a size 6 anyway. There's a lot of moving in going on today because it's the 1st, so there's vehicles and all kinds of shit going on. So yeah, that's just my little, hopefully I can get it finished in time. But we'll see. This is going to be a short episode apparently, and that's okay, I suppose. Spinning whips, I showed you, I think I showed you this one last time. I'm finished the second third, so I'm 2/3 of the way done. This is Hello Yarns Rambouillet in the Breathless Air colorway. This was the March 2017 club colorway. I got it on D-Stash. And these are my Acreworks bobbins. I have started the third. So that's coming along. It's going to be a traditional 3-ply. My first time doing a traditional 3-ply. So I'm super pumped about that. I've split, so these two, I don't even know how I spun them. This first one, I know I spun it kind of one direction, and the second one, I think I spun it the other way, but I'm not quite sure. And the third one, I've actually split up the third into bigger chunks, and I'm just going to spin it randomly, so I'll get quite a bit of barber pulling, I feel. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this still. It still wants to go really thin, so we're getting over that. Haven't touched my hibernating whips, of course. Hi again, Cyrus. We're not going anywhere. No, we're not. So I wanted to talk about, this is my swatch. This is Madeline Tosh Pashmina Worsted in the Clap Your Hands colorway. I want to do a worsted boxy out of this. This was done on US 9s, and I have actually blocked it a second time. I am getting about 16 stitches per inch after it's dry, so that's not going to work. I need 14 stitches per inch. So I went up to a size 10 and redid the swatch. And this is closer, but it's still not, I mean, I pinned it out and everything. I'm thinking the weight of it will, like, because this is closer to gauge. Cyrus, what are you doing? I'm just going to go with the 10s and do that and be done with it. I may rip out the size 9 swatch. It depends on if I need the yarn or not. So yeah. It's a swatch. I decided to cast on the pie shawl and this sweater. Like, I was going to do the sweater for the Joji Locatelli fall sweater knit along, or this fall cowl. And then Madeline Tosh is also having a fall sweater cowl. And so I'm knitting it out of Madeline Tosh, and it's a Joji pattern. The deadline for it is December 1st. My mom's birthday is December 1st. So this, my pie shawl, also has a deadline of December 1st, and I wasn't sure. Frankly, I don't know which one will take longer, because the pie shawl's lace the whole way through, but this is a giant sweater. And I mean, it is at a large gauge. I don't know if I will get the sweater cast on before, or if I'm just going to keep working on my pie shawl and then socks. I may just focus on that to try to get it done. I did have a great plan of knitting everyone in my family a pair of lined mittens for Christmas, and I have the yarn. I bought Sweet Georgia yarn superwash worsted in a variety of colors to do mittens for everybody. I'm not sure I'm going to get that done for this year, which is too bad, but I just haven't started it yet. I've been working on the baby blanket and focusing on other things. So, you know, it kind of is what it is, I guess. I wanted to show this. I bought this kit from Whimsy Stitches. They're on Etsy. They do bags. So it's this fox themed bag. So this is the bag that came with it. Super cute. It's got a thing. It's lined with orange polka dots. It's got a flat bottom. I haven't, of course, messed around with this yet, as you can tell. I fell in love with the print, personally. And then it came with these. I pre-ordered this in, I think, August for late July. Where is the opening? I can see it, but I cannot find it. So you got, with this package, you got a set of stitch markers from Snarky Llama Creations. And they are woodland creature themed. There's a deer, there's an owl. Hedgehog? So there's snag-free stitch markers. Snarky Llama Creations. It's at slapyourllama.com. Oh, an acorn. And a mushroom. And a bird. Yeah, just different woodland creature stitch markers to go with it. And then they got T Button Studio to hand dye a colorway to match. And this is Critter Frolic in Lush Sock. So Lush Sock is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon in Critter Frolic. This is going to be a pair of socks for sure. Everything's a pair of socks. Everything's a pair of socks. I don't know when this is going to be a pair of socks yet, though. So that was a cute, cute kit that I really enjoyed. Thought it was nice. So I picked that up. And I'm not sure where to put it because I'm running out of room. So yeah, that's kind of everything. I had to take Cyrus to the vet on Friday. Thursday morning when I took him out for his morning walk, I noticed that he had a lump between his ribs and his hip on the one side, in that, you know, there's that flap of skin that goes from their ribs, like along their stomach to their leg, to their hip area, knee area. He had a lump there, and I wasn't sure what it was. It was soft. It felt like a water balloon, kind of. And he's only a year old. So I made a vet appointment for Friday, and so we went to the vet, and he got weighed again. And when he got weighed in May for his flea and tick medication, he was about 60 pounds. And he got weighed again Friday. And he is now 73.5 pounds. At 1 year old. He still looks skinny as all get out, and he's all legs. You've seen him walking back and forth. He's all legs. And so the vet aspirated the lump, and it was just fluid with some blood in it. So he thinks that he maybe bumped into something pretty bad and broke a blood vessel. So he's on antibiotics. There was no sign of infection, but because he poked him with the needle and pulled out all the fluid, he figured antibiotics just in case. So he's on antibiotics for the next week, and he said that the area might fill up with fluid again, but the red blood cells that were in the fluid that he took out were already starting to break down. So unless it gets like super huge or he starts showing pain in that area, it should go away on its own. So yeah, my clumsy, crazy giraffe dog who doesn't quite know how his legs operate yet got himself into a little bit of trouble, but what you gonna do, right? Work is getting a little bit crazy. The Skate Saskatoon skating season starts tomorrow, so I'm busy with that. And then next weekend is Thanksgiving. There probably will not be an episode next weekend, maybe Monday, because I get back on Monday. I'm leaving on Thursday. I'm thinking of asking my mom if she would join me, and then setting up my camera on my laptop in their living room or something, because she crochets and she quilts, and I don't know, figured it may be cool. I don't know if she'd even be interested. So it may be Monday evening next week I record, so it may not be up till Tuesday, but I feel like I've been doing potentially enough knitting to warrant weekly right now, even though like this episode is a little bit short, but last week was still about half an hour. So all depends on how much talking I want to do. So I'm going to call that good for today, and I will talk to you next weekend, hopefully. Ooh, excuse me. What I'm wearing. This is a sweater that I knit. It is the Anchor Cardigan by Cicely Glavick McDonald. I knit it out of Madeline Tosh DK in the Victorian Gothic colorway, which is discontinued. I don't wear it that often. It's the largest size she has is a 58-inch chest, and I made the bottom like a lot. There's a lot of ease. But it sits nice, and it doesn't look too bad. The sleeves are an awkward length. They're not quite, like I want them longer or like 3/4 length sleeves. but they're not. They're like bracelet-like sleeves, and I hate that. It's an I-cord edging around the neck, and in the pattern it has you do like a little tie here, but I didn't do that. I just did the I-cord and called it good. I actually recently blocked it. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing for this. I'm going to take it off afterwards. It's a little bit too warm to wear it all the time. Plus I think the dog wants to go out. So anyway, I will talk to you later. Hope you're enjoying what you're knitting. Bye.